Hi guys, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. So today I'm bringing to you this gorgeous and super simple crop top. So it's really amazing for the summer and it's super easy to make because it's just one strip basically. So to make this super cute and comfortable top, I used 2 skeins of this Lion brand yarn, Feels Like Butta, and it's actually in shade Dusty Pink. So I used 2 skeins, however I just used one and then a bit of another, so I've got quite a bit of the second skein left. It's an Aran weight yarn, so that's Aran / worsted weight, and it's a size 4 medium yarn. I also used a 5mm crochet hook, and I also used for this lace, which I made myself, I used cotton yarn. This is 100% cotton. It's a Sirdar Cotton DK, which is a DK yarn in UK terms, and in American terms it's a light 3 yarn. And it can be substituted by any type of light pink cotton yarn. I will be linking everything that I've used down in the description box, and all the pictures and my free pattern can be downloaded on my blog selinaveronique.com. So just head over there for all the details and the free pattern. I also used a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors. Again, there is a very minimal sewing in this top, and I hope you enjoy it. It's super cute and it was super fun to make. So yes, and I will be making size S. I have, however, got different sizes ranging from S to XL on my pattern, so that's why you should download it, because the only thing that will change will be the chains, the number of chains that we make at the beginning of the pattern. So I invite you to go and download the pattern. And without further ado, I will jump right into the tutorial, and just for your information, I will be using US terms. So to make the main part of this top, it's very easy. It's a long strip of double crochets and then just a chain arc edging at the bottom, and I'm just gonna show you how to make this part. To begin this top, you are just going to be making a slip knot. Pop your hook through, tighten, and just chain. So for size S, you will be chaining 109, and I will be chaining a lot less for my sample. So just 1, 2, 3. So once you've chained your 109, you are simply going to go into the 4th chain from the hook. So just count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go into that and place a double crochet. So just wrap your yarn around your hook, go into that chain, take your yarn, pull it through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And this first chain 3 counts as your double crochet, your first double crochet, and now you've got another double crochet. And so what we are going to be doing is placing a double crochet into each and every chain across until the end of this row. So just go ahead and place another double crochet into that stitch, and I will be linking a video on how to double crochet in the description box. So I'll just let you carry on this row, and I'll meet you back to show you row 2. Right, so I finished my row. Obviously yours will be a lot longer because you've chained a lot more. And basically what we are going to be doing for row 2, we are just going to be chaining 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And turn your work and this counts as your first double crochet, and we are just simply going to be placing a double crochet into the second stitch, because this counts as your first double crochet and goes with your first stitch. So we're simply going to go into this one and place our double crochet into this. Just go ahead and place a double crochet into that stitch. We are going to be going into the next stitch and placing another double crochet. And basically, once again, we are simply going to be placing a double crochet into each stitch along until the end of the row, and I'll show you how to finish this row and carry on with the pattern in just one moment. So here we go, I've practically finished my row. I've just not finished it yet, just to show you the end of this second row. So just to show you not to forget the chain 3 from the previous row. So just go ahead and place a double crochet into the third chain from that chain 3 from the previous row. So just go ahead and place a double crochet into this, and this is what your second row will be looking like. To do row 3, just chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and basically row 3 is simply going to be a repeat of row 2, and so you are just going to be placing a double crochet into the second stitch, because obviously this chain 3 counts as your first stitch, and placing a double crochet into each and every stitch until the end of this row, not forgetting the chain 3 from the previous row. So I'm just going to let you repeat this pattern until you've completed 16 rows in total. So you will be needing 16 rows. And then I'm just going to show you how to do your chain arc edging once you've done that. So to complete your chain arc edging for this top, we are just going to be directly chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. And we are just going to be skipping the second stitch. So just skip this second stitch right here and go into the third stitch right here and place a single crochet. So just pop your hook through directly, take your yarn, pull it through, take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. And chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 1 stitch and go directly into the next one and place a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 1 stitch and go into the next one directly, and carry on doing this until the end of the row, and this is what creates this beautiful chain arc edging on your top. So just chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip 1 stitch, and then you'll arrive at the chain 3 from the previous row right here and place your single crochet into that third chain and place your single crochet. Obviously yours will be much longer, so I'll just let you carry on. Once you finish this, just snip off your yarn, leaving quite a long tail for sewing in your top. So just snip it off and pull your yarn through like so. So I'm just going to show you. Just fasten off and pull through a loop and tie. So once you have your long top, like so, this is what it's going to look like, which is what we're going to do afterwards. Fold it so to assemble it. What we are going to be doing now are the straps. So there will be 2 straps on the top that we will be placing like this. And so I'm just going to show you how to make those 2 straps. So to make your strap, you are just going to take your yarn and make a slip knot. So you will be making 2 identical straps. Pop your hook through, pull your yarn gently, and for your strap, you are just going to be chaining 50. So just go ahead and chain 50. So 1, 2. So once you've chained your 50, I have chained less for my sample. You will simply be placing a half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So just count 1, 2, and 3 and go into that 3rd chain and place a half double crochet. So just yarn over, go into your stitch, take your yarn, pull it through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 3 loops, and this creates your first half double crochet. And basically the first 2 chains right here counts as your first half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the next stitch and place another half double crochet into that, and yarn over and go into the next stitch and place a half double crochet into that, and so on until the end of this row. So I'll just let you carry on and then I'll meet you back to show you row 2. There we go, I finished row 1, and for row 2 you are simply going to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and basically this counts as your first half double crochet and chain 1 space. And it goes with this first stitch right here. You are just going to be skipping this next stitch and going into the 3rd stitch. So just go ahead, yarn over, go into that 3rd stitch, take your yarn, pull it through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, and pull through 3 loops to create your half double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next stitch and go into the next, and place a half double crochet into that. There you go. And now we are simply going to finish this row by chaining 1, skipping the next stitch right here, and we are just going to be placing our last half double crochet into the last chain 2 from the previous row. So just go ahead and don't forget that. So just go into that chain 2 from the previous row and place a half double crochet, and this is what your row should look like, obviously much longer. For row 3, just go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and basically what we're going to do is place a half double crochet into each and every stitch along. So this chain 2 counts as this first stitch right here, so this counts as your first stitch, and we're just going to half double crochet into the next space from the previous row. So just go ahead and go directly into that space and place a half double crochet into that. Then we are just going to go into this double crochet from the previous row and into the half double crochet from the previous row and place a half double crochet on top of that. And now we're just going to go directly into the space and place a half double crochet into that. We're going to go into the half double crochet from the previous row and place a half double crochet into that stitch, and so on. So I'll just let you carry this pattern on, and I'll show you what to do at the end of the row. Actually, I'm at the end of my row, so I've just got 1 chain space and a half double crochet left. So that's a chain 3 from the previous row, so just go directly into that space, place a half double crochet into that, and then go into the chain 2 from the previous row and place a half double crochet into that. And basically this is what your strap will look like. Obviously a lot longer. Again, you are simply gonna fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. So I'll just let you do both straps and then I'll get back to you for the rest of the pattern. So now you should have your top and your 2 straps. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make the lace that we're going to create, that's going to be on your top at the front, creating that lacy design. So basically what I did, I just took a cotton yarn in like a light pink shade because I wanted it to stand out from the top. So I'll be linking which yarn I used. I think I used Sirdar Cotton DK, and this is a DK yarn in British terms, and in American terms it's a light 3 yarn. And basically you can use any light 3 yarn that you wish to use. So I used a cotton one. Again, I will be linking everything in the description box, and I will be writing all this down on my blog and pattern. So to create your lace, it's very easy. I'm just going to show you. You are just going to take your selected yarn, make a slip knot, and pop your hook through, and you are simply going to be chaining, let me check, 320. So just chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are just going to go and chain 120. So I'll just let you carry that on. I've already done mine, and that's just it. Once you've finished chaining, you are just simply going to snip your yarn off, and so it's just a simple chain. You are just going to tidy up your loose ends. I'm just going to show you how I've tidied mine up very simply. So I'm just going to take my tapestry needle and pop it through a couple of times my chain. So just pop it through your chain a couple of times, making sure it's kind of secure. And then once you've done that, you can either tie a knot at the top again, so just tie a knot, or like me, you can just simply snip off your yarn. And this is how we create our gorgeous looking chain that will give that lacy feeling. So now that we've created all the elements that we need to make our top, we are just going to be assembling it. So it's very easy, practically no sewing. So what we will do is just take our long strip and fold it in half, and just make sure that it's nice and equal. So once you're happy with how you've placed your top, you are simply going to go from this side here and count that first stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And once you've reached 14, you are just going to attach your straps. So I've left long tails for sewing. So just take your yarn and pull it through. Okay. So once you've attached your yarn on the 14th stitch that I counted, you are just going to flip it over like so. The reason we're going to do that very gently. So yes, we are just going to flip it over. So make sure that your strap is the right side. And the reason why we're flipping this over is just because we're going to stitch it in, and we don't want the seam to show at the front. So just start sewing in your strap, and I'm just going to use the mattress stitch like so. And once you've finished sewing it in, so just carry on sewing. There we go, I've reached the end of my sewing. I'm just gonna knot it, so just create a knot as best you can, gently of course. And once I've knotted it, I'm just gonna sew in my loose end. So there we go, I finished sewing this part in. I'm just going to flip it back like this, just so you can see what's going on, like this. And now we're just going to turn this on its front, so to speak. So this is where we're at. I hope this is clear on camera, because basically we want to sew the other end of the strap on this side, and just count again 14 stitches from the side. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and pop your, so I'm just going to attach my yarn. So once you've done that and you know where you're stitching, you are just simply going to do the same as before. Open this up and start stitching on the other side, just so that the seam is on this side. So I'll just let you sew this in, fasten off and tidy up all your loose ends. Just do the exact same thing on that side for the other strap, counting 14, just like I showed you. So basically from the armpit, count 14. So just count 14. Once you reach 14, attach your strap, like your second strap. Okay, and I'll let you carry this on, and then I'll show you how to finish off your top. Okay, so now that you've fastened on both your straps, so this is what it should look like, just fold your top back again and take your lace and just take both strands and measure them and just pull it like that, just so that you know where, like how to place it. Once that you folded it in half, you are simply going to take one side and pop it just with your hands into the side of the bottom side of this project. And this should be in between, I'm just going to zoom in between your double crochet type of thing. So just like this, pull your strand until one half of the strap is out, and then take the other side and pop the other side into the other side, if that makes any sense. Pull it. There we go. And now we are just going to take this side and pop it, lace it through like you would shoes basically. So just lace it through like so. And do the same with the other side. Go through this space. And then again on the other side. And go through the other space. And make sure you don't do it too tightly. And do the same. Like so. Just so that you kind of lace it through the top. So I'm just going to let you carry on with this, and then I'll show you how to finish off this top. There we go. So I've laced my top the way I wanted. So this is what it looks like. I absolutely love that effect. And basically I've not gone right to the top. You can lace it up to where you want it. I've just left a couple of strands undone, and I'm just going to tie this like so, and this is what it looks like. I'm very happy with what it's turned out to be like. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, it really means the world to me, and I always release a crochet tutorial every week. So yes, see you next week and thank you. Bye bye.